How can companies overcome short-term problems, that they're buried in by looking at kind of longer-term solutions? The way in which I really try and tackle that is by having them to think outside of their bubble. I find so many leaders and leadership teams are buried in the hurly-burly of day-to-day tasks that they don't have the luxury of time, even spending a couple of hours together, to ask the big questions and to rise above the canopy, take that 30,000-foot perspective and ask the bigger questions. The other technique that I use is to take them out of their category, because people tend to be defensive, especially when you're talking about your company. They've got vested interest in things that has been done already, some things that might be working well and other things that might not be working well. They feel that they need to be category experts within their own category, but they're feeling less defensive, and it's much easier to be able to demonstrate and show dynamics of things that are happening in different categories. So, if, for example, you're in school and education, I'll get a group to talk about selling chocolate, or to think about marketing automobiles, or to think about retail goods, and say, can you relate this to a problem of a brand or something that's going on at the moment, and gets them out of their world. It really then helps them pull out and see the really big driving forces that are governing how their brand is being shaped, and not being distracted by necessarily the short-term fixes. They can see the bigger underlying problems, where the foundational structures of the architecture they're trying to build their brand, if you like, needs attention, and not just changing one or two tiles on the roof kind of thing. If you get that visual metaphor. That doesn't mean to say that the detail isn't important, but you can easily get distracted in the small little details and miss the bigger underlying issues that are being faced.